All right, I'm live. Sorry about that coughing. I didn't need to do that. Friday, March the 21st. 7:45 in the morning. 17 degrees. I've just had my breakfast. Today I had Kaohsiung YouTuber with egg and veggies on it. Bit of line confusion this morning. There's only one line. I thought it was for the Kaohsiung YouTuber, but it turned out it was mixed. The lady who came after me asked, got it all figured out for us. Not a great system they have there. So today's topic I'm going to start with is a YouTuber who used to live here in Kaohsiung but has since moved back to Owen Sound. I found out yesterday. His name is Wes Davies. And he did a video yesterday, only 2 or 3 days after he did a video interviewing someone in Owen Sound who used to live, Tall Mike I think his name was, or Tall John. In this video he interviewed his parents who visited him in Taiwan in 2014 or 2007 or something. It wasn't a great video, I didn't watch it all. But the other day I was wondering where he was. And now it's become apparent that he's moved back to Owen Sound. He's living in his parents' house and he's getting on his feet. I think those were his words. So he's no longer in Taiwan. And that's a surprise to me in some ways. I mean, it's a surprise to me because I was following him on a semi-regular basis. I knew he was out of ideas in terms of videos. And I knew that he wasn't making the same kind of money that he used to make. And I suppose if you're a YouTuber and you're used to making a fairly good wage when you've quit your teaching job, it's hard to go back to teaching again. It might just be timing too. Most people hit a certain period in Taiwan. Most foreigners, after being in Taiwan for 7 or 8 years, they hit a bit of a wall. Teaching isn't that rewarding. If you're studying Mandarin, you're gonna find some level of plateauing. There's several levels of plateauing. Your Mandarin's good enough to get around, but not good enough to be a active member of society. Like mine. I can get around just fine. I can have simple conversations. Order breakfast. But I can't really follow high-level stuff. TV shows, the news. Probably because I haven't tried. I could probably develop those skills. But anyways, that's another one down. Wes Davies. Going back to Owen Sound. I figure he's probably in his mid-30s. And I went back to Taiwan. I went back to Canada when I was 37. So he'll have a very similar next 20 years of work life that I had, in theory. A little late, but not too late to join the Canadian Society. Personally, I'm feeling really good. Yesterday I went on a epic hike through Kaohsiung, the 20,000 steps. Did 40 minutes of video. I'm going to try to pare that down to 30 minutes. Do 2 videos, 30 minutes each. I was thinking this bob pod that I started a week ago, I really like doing this. This is great fun. Doesn't take much effort either. And who knows what'll happen once I go back to Canada. Maybe I get some followers. I was thinking of taking the link off of Bob's Utopia. But then I thought, well, there's nothing here that's that embarrassing. And maybe some of my English-speaking followers from Bob's Utopia will actually like to follow this kind of content. Me just rambling on every day for 10 minutes or so as I take my morning walk. It's a good habit for me. So I can leave the link there, I don't care. Started a new novel yesterday. I finished The Reader, which was a really great story. And I started reading a Dan Brown book called The Da Vinci Code. Written in 2003. A very popular book. I don't know why I never read it. Maybe because it's such a popular book. So I started that. So today, my plan is to take a walk, go back to the apartment, drink some coffee, watch the news, all that regular stuff. This afternoon, take a nice bike ride. I haven't been on a bike for a while. Yeah, simple life, you know. Later on today, at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, my Golden Lion Lake video will go live, so see how that one does. And still consuming a lot of my mental activity is the Trump tariffs and, well, just the mayhem, essentially, the chaos that Trump has created in the US. I listened to a podcast last night that said it's probably going to take a long time until the American public start feeling it, and then talking to their representatives, and then the representatives will start reining in Trump. That podcast said it wouldn't happen until September. So essentially just keep your head down. Don't react too much to what's going on. And by September, it should have played out, or things will change. Personally, I think Mark Carney is doing the right thing by saying to Trump, so long as you continue this talk about the 51st state, I'm not going to negotiate with you. I think that's great. And Pierre Poilievre is struggling. He's looking really weak now, trying to attack Carney, using Trump's words, kind of twisting them a little bit. So I think his chances, unless he can figure out a new way to attack, are over. And even then, he spent the last 2 years attacking Canada and being a Trump clone. It's really hard for him now to change that. It's hard to turn that one around. So I don't think he has much of a chance. So I'm still going to watch the news. I'm going to try to find I'm mentally watching a comedy. That's how I'm going to think about it. This is a comedy show. All right. That's my daily vlog. Thanks for joining me.